you'll tell them how much the deposit is, and then you won't hear anything at all. You get completely ghosted, right? It's like they want what it looks like, but they don't want what it feels like. And what it feels like is, if I run a Facebook ad or an Instagram ad or boost something, a lot of people will come to me and be like, hey, how much does this cost? How much does this cost? Without actually introducing yourself. The thing is, when you don't introduce yourself, you actually introduce your habits. You say so much when you don't simply say, hey, how's it going? Or, hey, my name is such and such. I just wanted to reach out to you because I saw this, blah, blah, blah. When you don't come to us in a professional manner, it shows so much. One of my favorite quotes goes, what you do speaks so loudly in my ear, I can't hear what you say. I think that's by like Emerson. But in my experience, a lot of people will come to me, a lot of business owners will come to me asking how much, or even if they don't, they'll be interested in going forward. So we'll set up the call, everything, tell them on the phone, hey, this is the price, based upon everything I've heard. I can send you the proposal. I'll have it to you shortly. I'll have it to you within the next 5 minutes, right? Because everything's pretty much like, I'm really rock solid on my prices and rock solid on my proposals. So if nothing really needs to change, and I'll just tell them, hey, I'll have it to you in like the next 5-10 minutes, right? But a lot of times, they won't adhere to the contract that they sign, or when you'll have that phone call with them and you'll tell them how much the deposit is, and then you won't hear anything at all. You get completely ghosted, right? It's like they want what it looks like, but they don't want what it feels like. And what it feels like is not always pleasant. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But behind the scenes, what the customers and clients and decision makers don't see up front on their website and on their branding and all that stuff is everything that happened behind the shadows. They don't see the negotiations. They don't see the deals that's being done. They don't see the back and forth between the client and the designer. They don't see the bliss that they have. They don't see the butting heads. They don't see the confusion. They don't see the hard times. They don't see the good times. They don't see any of that. All they see is the final product. So it's like, it's when you're a customer or client and you're coming to a designer, keep that in mind. There's a lot that you, even on our websites, our portfolios and stuff, you see a lot of times just the finished product. You don't see how long that process took. You don't see if that particular project didn't even finish or work out. Like a designer could just finish it. That way they have something on their portfolio, but the client could have not have paid, and that could have been it. You don't know. So a lot of times when you approach a web or graphic designer or branding designer, say hi. Hey, how's it going? My name's such and such. I saw your stuff. I was wondering if we could set up a phone call, right? Money is the last thing that you should be talking about. Whereas I can't tell you how to, run your money, use your money, spend your money, whatever. But if money is the first thing on your mind, effort is usually the last thing that you're going to produce, in my experience. So a lot of times, like even on my website, you can't just set up a call with me. You have to go through the form, fill that out first, and then, if your budget meets what I can do for you, then we're good to go. But if your budget's too low, then unfortunately, I gotta decline and I gotta move on. And if I can, I'll refer you to somebody. I don't have a problem with that. My whole goal is for you to win. It may feel different to you when you get that invoice. It feels different to a lot of people. Too many times I've had conversations with people and the invoice is the loudest thing, but it's the quietest response ever. It's like, we're good. You'll have my direct number, my direct email. We'll talk. Facebook, Instagram, whatever. We'll talk. And as soon as that invoice goes out, silence. I don't hear from you anymore. That says something about you and your character. That's a reflection of your business. So what I recommend is, if you are a customer reaching out to a web or graphic designer, just introduce yourself. Just, I mean, don't ask, hey, how much? How much is this? How much is that? Because we aren't Fiverr. In Fiverr, you can go look at that stuff and you get what you pay for. Whether it's bad or good, you get what you pay for. So if you're reaching out to a live, physical human being, just introduce yourself. That's going to say so much, and that's going to set the foundation of the project.